Hey, good evening, ladies and gents. I gotta make sure I talk rather low because it is nighttime and the people behind me are oops, power. They're about to go to bed. So yeah, this is my new office that I made. This is where I'm gonna be taking part of taking in new patients for my walking parlor program. I got my Chromebook right there, which, heaven willing, I will be able to get a newer, better version. They're like a couple $100. This one's like 10 years old. The keys are sticky. I tried to write a letter to this insurance company that I was enrolled in. It was a scam. They said they were gonna give you like $6,400, and I got scammed. Instead, I got this marketplace insurance, and it is all of the stress that has cost me. Oh my goodness. I had to fill out like the whole back sheet of a whole page with a thin pen and like almost the whole half front of a sheet. And that was the abridged version. That wasn't even the unabridged version. Some of these pharmacists, for instance, I went to this one place. The pharmacy manager was on holiday. So this other pharmacist, this nice girl, I'm not gonna say her name, her parents are Philippine, takes my prescriptions. This is on Saturday. This is March 23rd. She looks in the computer. She says, "Okay, one will be ready Tuesday, the other will be ready Wednesday." I'm like, "Okay, that sounds right," because those were the days that I picked up the month before. Now they changed it. It's every 29 days, not every 28 days. They do not count the day you pick up anymore. At least at this particular pharmacy. Other pharmacies still do, but not this one. So, make a long story short, I started thinking about that because of the fact that I have started doing a lot of cleaning because I still have a lot more to do to this office. As you can see, it's quite comfy already. I got my TV. That right there, that's just cable from the sky. That's not even Comcast or anything. That is Comcast. That's whatever Wi-Fi, which is what this runs on. And what else? Um, Probably get like a little fan. I got a HON, a two-drawer filing cabinet. Probably put the little bad boy somewhere like down here or down there. It's pretty big. It's like a $400 filing cabinet. That thing should probably last me forever. Cause I don't have, at the most, my goal for my little endeavor that I want to take part of is I would like to make enough money for it to be like at least a part-time job. Probably gonna end up being full-time, but I'll probably make it part-time money. We'll see. I was thinking of other ways of you know, creating more revenue. Like since we're gonna be parlaying, we can also make it so that during the parlay there could be lessons. It could be like a Spanish lesson. Um, it could be we could talk about like I don't know history facts. Go over like things you gotta go over in school. Just things like that. But it's difficult to read and walk is very difficult. Um, People that want to walk with somebody but don't want to talk to somebody, they can listen to an audiobook. Fine by me, you know. You, but the idea is to have somebody with you, present, to kind of like give you a boost. That's how a lot of the people that you see on the TV, that's what I call suits and makeups. People that wear suits and ties and put makeup on their face. A lot of those people, they have people that for everything. People that cook, except for like people like The Rock. They do their own diet because they're bodybuilders. Their diet is like non-human. It's like imagine like eating like 6 to 8,000 calories a day. That's too much. and then injecting hormones in your body, which are not naturally meant to be in your body. That's not my cup of tea. Nonetheless, I did shoot the first video for Walking Parlay. I got the scenes down in my Happy Easter book. Oh, where's the title of the book? And it was just Easter yesterday, actually. And I didn't even celebrate Happy Easter. So, there's all the scenes that I got. Walking Parlay, 1st of April, 2024. I started the walking at 1503 hours. I finished at 1513 hours. So it took 10 minutes. I beat the estimated time that um, Google, that maps.google.com estimated by 4 minutes. So it was a power walk, not just a regular walk. I try to do like a power walk, but like I said, it's difficult to do holding you know, holding a phone, shooting, shooting whatever. So nonetheless, it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to think about it. I still have to create the second channel. I'm not gonna upload that video to this channel. This is gonna be probably the last video that I upload to this channel talking about Walking Parlay. Unless I'm just gonna, be, I'm gonna, I don't have any endorsements, so I'm gonna say this video is endorsed by Walking Parlay. Or do you live in the 33026 area code, or in the uh, neighborhoods of Rock Creek, Embassy Lakes, Cedar Woods, or Pembroke Lakes? If you do, and you're interested in a lifestyle change, then why don't you give Walking Parlay a try? It might just be the thing you've been looking for your whole life. You know, if anything, it's something that it's gonna be no commitment. It's, you pay as you go. So if you feel like you want to stop, obviously I'm not gonna stop bothering you because people need motivation. So I'll probably do like three strikes you're out system. I'll contact you 3 different times. Probably first by text, then by phone, and then in person. You know, and then I'll see. Hey, you really want to quit? You want, I want to try to go out of my way to make it, as make it something so that it's memorable for the individual. That way, when the individual is done with the session, then they'll want to do it with somebody else. Like I said, that's my main goal. My main goal is not just to make money off of it, but also to so that people enjoy just the activity and the lifestyle and everything that um it entails, and then they share with others. Hopefully they have a life changing experience that will make them say, hey, you know what, let me tell my buddy, hey, you want to take part of this, you want to do this little thing I did with this guy I know, who was he's got his own business doing it, but he said I could do it with a buddy of mine. He doesn't mind. He actually prefers it. He rather people get into it than, because obviously it's not what I want to do my whole life. It's just something I need to do for right now. With that being said, getting to the point of this video. Thank you, Danny Amato. You spoke with me today. Whether you were just being nice, like how some people are, they're just nice, and as soon as you turn around, which I don't think of you that way. And if you are, it doesn't matter. We're all human. I would do. I can do the same thing too. I'm not saying that I would, but I could. So we're all human. Everybody's the same. But what Danny said is actually I feel like he was being completely honest, and here's the reason. The plaza where I want to work at, or where the Publix is that I want to work at, I also applied at the McDonald's there. It's called Village Square Plaza. Many, many years ago, when this neighborhood was being built, like back in the 60s, I think, or the 70s, in that plot of land, the people who were doing they were doing the zoning. They were trying to decide what to do with that land. It was actually up for debate. They didn't know if they wanted to do a shopping center or if they wanted to do a park, which means that already from the beginning, they weren't sure if there was going to be enough demand or foot traffic for, you know, businesses to stay afloat there. So when Danny tells me that they're not really hiring people, I have a tendency to believe him. Publix 213 or 1570 now has never been a real busy store. Now it's a little busier than usual because the Winn-Dixie has been closed down for like what 2 or 3 years now. So now they get like 2 or 3 trucks a week, except for during the virus, and that was terrible. And I also applied for Flamingo, which all it is just Bravo renaming itself probably for tax purposes. Flamingo or Bravo is where public is where Winn-Dixie. No wait, Winn-Dixie 250. Oh, I forget those numbers. There's only two Winn-Dixies around this area. One in Miramar, which is still open. They don't have a pharmacy. My buddy Nick works there. I think the one here was 250 or that one was 250. I forget the number. I'm not good. It's been such a long time. I just know that the manager there, he was a cool dude. Um, Ended up becoming a manager for Walmart. He actually held out like a boss. They called him one day. They said, "Hey, we have an assistant manager opening at this place." He's like, "Nope, I want manager." And he held out, and he got it. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So everybody, thank you for watching. Um, Thank you, all the people that helped me out today. Doctor Maria, what was it? Aleyas, I think. Jada, um, Sharon from the front office, uh, Mrs. Wagner returning my email, uh, Papa Alex for giving me rides. I had to fill out a paper today because that dumb insurance that I got myself involved in ended up just kind of like ruining my life. I was expecting, they have a thing for medications. They have what's called a formulary. And the formulary, it shows you all the medications that are covered, what tier they're in, and depending on the tier, that'll depend on the copay. And they have a quantity limit, which means how many you can get per day. And it also has like, the strength and just everything need to know about the medication. A medication that I'm prescribed, I meet the criteria. I meet it's the exact medication that I'm prescribed, the exact dosage, the exact form, way to take it, sublingual, 8 milligrams, and the quantity limit I meet. And it's a tier 1 medication. So, according to the plan, when I spoke with the lady from the plan, she's like, yeah, you just find any pharmacy that's listed in our, pharmacy listing, and it's a $15 copay. When I tell you that I went through about 15 to 20 to maybe to 20 different pharmacies, not physically I went to about like maybe 5 or 6, but then I called about another 10 or so. Oh goodness. I ended up in the pharmacy, the people that worked at the pharmacy, at one pharmacy, I dropped off my scripts on a Saturday to the pharmacist. I went there on Monday. The pharmacist that was there Saturday, she wasn't there Monday. The person that was there Monday was not the actual pharmacy manager of the location. I think he was a floater. He was just covering for vacation. He looks at my scripts and he says, "I've never seen these, and I'm not gonna have time to order these for you. One of them is a medication that most publics keep in stock. You can get it the same day. The other one, I don't know how Publix works, but a lot of other pharmacies that I went to, at least the mom and pops, they order it, they get it the next day, no problem. Okay, unless it's like on back order. That's happened like what since 2018. I've been. It's almost been 6 years now. It's happened like once, maybe twice. Okay, so but Publix is different for some reason. Publix they have these rules, but I just so happen that I actually fall within the rules that the regional manager for this district has said that apply to that medication. I fall within them. So I'm just going to speak directly to the pharmacy manager at the store, at the location where I go to, which is walking distance from where I live. Because remember, one of my anxieties is cars. To me, a car is not just a metal box that depreciates in value, it's also a death trap. You're giving a 16-year-old something that can kill more people than a gun, essentially. And ooh, thank goodness CDL, at least they have higher standards. And and also it makes it so that the cities that we live in, they're all car centric. So that's why this walking parlor thing is so important to me because we people have no reason to walk anymore. People would walk to go to the store, to go to church, go to wherever it is, go visit their friends. It did not matter. And there's still some cities built in the states that were built before cars. I think like Boston, um, maybe some in Pennsylvania, Washington D.C., Miami. There's a few of them, but unsurprisingly, it is so expensive to live there. And the worst part is, those are probably some of the best places for you to live in. Now, the crime rate, I do not know, but anyways, the time is 23:33 on the 1st of April. So, I'm signing out, guys. Have a great evening. And, oh yeah, today was April Fool's. I forgot all about that. You ain't got nobody to fool. I'm a fool as is, so how can you fool a fool? Hmm. Maybe I'm too hard on myself. No, I'm not. Other people are. Bye, everybody. Ciao.